Hey, chat. It's MTJOJOTV, and I'm back here with another video. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. I came here to talk about something really important. Really important. Addiction is powerful. And addiction had got me, chat. It got me stuck into this hole that I don't know I can get out of. It'd be hard, chat. It'd be real life hard. The addiction be so hard, bro. Um, it's hard because like you don't even know how hard it is to be addiction. Um, chat. I have an addiction. I might say, chat, and I don't know what to do. Um, I'm trying my best to beat it. Um, I'm not sad, bro. I'm not sad. I'll be it just make me feel so tired. You feel me? I be feeling so tired when I'm trying to beat this addiction, Chad. I be feeling so tired. Like when sometimes it make me feel so good. It be making me feel so good. But at the end of the day, I be feeling so sad. I be like, like I don't even know what to do, Chad. I don't even know what I be doing sometimes, but like I be feeling, you feel me? But sometimes I just be feeling so amped. I be feeling so good. But on some days I just be feeling, like I just want to throw up. You feel me? But I'm not gonna throw up on this. I'm not gonna throw up. I just need to slowly just talk about it and slowly just trying to manifest it, chat. You feel me? Because if I know this is bad for me and I'm talking about it, I think I want to change all that addiction that I have faced and what I'm in, bro. Like seriously, chat. But I'm gonna try to beat it, chat. You know, I'm gonna beat it right now, chat. Like I don't know, bro. And I be feeling so much anxiety. Like when I'm trapped in this, when I'm in this addiction, you be trapped in. I be facing so much anxiety. I feel like that's what I should not be facing, bro. Like addiction and real anxieties are real and a lot of things real. You gotta really pay attention to it, chat. I'm serious, bro. And y'all be thinking this is some joke and this is some game. Um, I believe everybody who can beat it and get through, chat. I'm not gonna lie, for real, because I feel like I need a community that wanna that wanna believe in stopping addiction, bro. You feel me? And this is a pain recovery, and this is a place where we can slowly become and slowly stop the things we need to do because it takes time. Check, you're not gonna do this overnight, bro. All this stuff don't happen overnight. It takes time to really, you feel me, to really stop all this stuff, bro. And that's what we need to realize, and that's what some people need to realize, bro. You know, that's why I said I want to start me a community that slowly want to do that because I'm upholding this in this in this in this drug too. You feel me? Like I'm stuck in it too, Chad, and I'm slowly trying to get out of it. I'm about to slowly get out of it, Chad. You feel me? I believe in myself. That's all I have to do is believe in myself, Chad. On a real note, Chad, just believing in myself and just accomplishing new things I need to do, you know? That's crazy, you feel me? I just been on some laid back shit though. I'm not gonna lie though. But like this is real chat. You feel me? This I don't even know what to tell y'all, bro. I be chilling though, chat. I be chilling though, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I just be chilling though. Um, I don't know how to feel though. I just like it's just me, chat. I don't know, bro. I feel so. Chat, I just feel like listening to music right now. I just feel like listening to music. Um, yeah, bro. I got big news though. Big news though. Um, I want y'all to listen though. Let me hold it. Let me put a marker. Okay, chat. So for this marker right here, I think Ray, I think Ray added me. Doom chat. I think Ray added me on Twitch. His backup account chat. Cause I did text Ray chat. If y'all don't believe it, I did text Ray chat. I'm gonna see if it's open. If it's open, that's how I know Ray text me, chat. That's how I know Ray actually chat me. And it's crazy though, cause he's showing love to like a small content creators out here, in Minnesota right now, bro. So it's like, let me go open it and see like you see if you just open it, chat. If you open it, that's how I know it's Ray, bro. Because like this is crazy. Hey homie, I can share your strength in a K community to help you hit 1,500 followers, 700 viewers, and earn 1,000 per stream. Add me on Discord if you're interested, bro. Bro, that probably testimony, you're probably a scam. I'm not gonna lie. Testimony, you're probably a scam, bro. I'm not even gonna involve. If you want to talk to me, you add my Discord. I'm not gonna lie, it's on the screen because that probably the scam. You know how people, you know how many scams they are on this? It's a lot of scams, chat. I'm not gonna let people just scam me, chat. It's crazy. In my head, things what? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if Ray open this though. If Ray open this, I know. I know. Like he added me, chat. Let me see. Hold up, chat. I probably add him on this one. I know I texted him. Where did it go? Stuff. I'll check. Give me a second. Let me find it though. Let me find it though, chat. Chat, I can't find it, bro. I can't find it. Why I can't find it, chat? Okay. Yo, I just think somebody like Minnesota Source. He just added me. Chat, I'm not gonna lie though. I did text Ray. Hold up, chat. Let me. No, this is not it. Bro, chat. Let me see. I know I texted him, chat. I'm not crazy, bro. I'm not crazy, chat. Chat. I don't know what happened. I think I added him on my dang, chat. Will you like many viewers? Let's make you popular. No, I don't want to buy viewers, bro. I don't want to buy viewers, bro. I don't want to buy viewers, bro. Chat, I don't know where it went, bro. What am I gonna do? If we're gonna get started in the church. Dude, chat, chat, chat. I don't know what happened, chat. I can't find it. It's making me seem like I'm so crazy, bro. I'm not even crazy. Chat, it was his brand. Chat, chat. I don't know why. Dang. Dang, chat. I can't find it, bro. Wonder why. Okay, chat. I don't know what. Give me a second, bro. Chat. I'm going in fact, where's that? He's down here from the back. He's down here, stuff in the back. Down here, stuck in the chat. Damn, nigga. Nigga, you haven't evolved yet? Licking his bag ass lips. Thinking about bananas right now. Bro, you bogus to sell pop stones. I didn't upgrade it because I don't know, bro. I don't know why I didn't upgrade my kick yet. I should upgrade my kick, bro. I do need to upgrade my kick. I'm not gonna lie, Chad. I do need to upgrade my kick. Bro, why you just gonna talk shit like that though? You bogus as hell. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, you hilarious though. Nah, though, that's crazy. How you just came at me like that? How you just came into me like that? That's crazy, Chad. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy, bro. What you just said, though. Die young. I don't wanna die young. Wanna die young. I need to this Telegram live right now on the Discord. Give me a second, chat. Chat. Um. Okay, I did. I wonder where that text went, Chad. So. Okay. No, that was sad though. I'm not gonna lie. Hello? They still up? God. You see what? What happened? What the boy ain't go? You were just on the phone a second ago, literally. That's not pulling my phone down. I literally was just on it. That's crazy. That probably got turned off my phone. Oh my gosh, you hilarious, man. Yeah, I'm so sure. Okay, I'm going to be okay. Oh, yeah, love you too. Talk to you later. No more. All right, chat. Um, bro, I feel like I don't know what's happened, bro. Okay, come on, chat. Give me a second. Let's see. Okay. Bro, I'm not gonna lie though. I know I see. I'm gonna find it, chat. I'm gonna find it, bro. I don't know what happened. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. I did I did see people talk about the Epstein files of Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. Did y'all hear about that? I did hear about that, chat, and I thought that was kind of crazy to me. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, it's only up. You think this is fun? I'm giving some things on everything, so. Okay, chat. Let me see something. Um. Okay, chat. Let me see something. I was talking about the Epstein files, chat. So let me see. Let me show y'all, cause this news was kind of crazy to me. This news was crazy to me. I think we're just gonna deep dive into Epstein files, chat. I think I'm about to deep dive into Epstein files because the Epstein files was kind of crazy to me, chat. Let me see. Let me see. Let me share my screen because I never knew, bro. Y'all might think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy, chat. This is what I'm hearing about. But I don't know if the myth is true, though. So don't let me tell you something that's probably not true. But I was like, this can't be no way. There can't be no way. Alright, chat. So let me look at right now. Alright, chat. Hold up, give me a second.
To build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
The debate over releasing files tied to accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein is dividing Republicans. As national correspondent Matt Gelka reports, the president says he now supports a vote in the House, but what happens after isn't so clear.
With the House getting ready to vote for a bill compelling the Department of Justice to release all Jeffrey Epstein-related files, the president changed his stance and urged Republicans to vote for it.
We have nothing to do.
Yeah, I mean that Jeff Epstein file, chat. It's some crazy things that's happening in like on that island. So if this file get out, chat, if this file get out, this is gonna blow the whole world, because I mean they could probably cover a couple of people tracks in there, but if this file get out, chat, if this file get out, this will blow the whole nation. I'm not gonna lie, and whoever was behind that was, or just on that island, because bro, a lot of shit happened on that island, chat. So I'm just telling y'all, let's continue watching the video, chat. I'm telling you, bro. Might be crazy. Hold up.
You look at this Reid Hoffman, you look at Larry Summers, Bill Clinton. All I want for people to recognize a great job that I've done.
The White House had spent considerable time trying to sway some Republicans from backing the release, but Trump's turnaround takes the pressure off some members of the GOP who worried about breaking with the president and risking his wrath.
I think we could have a deluge of Republicans. There could be 100 or more.
Kentucky Republican Thomas Massie led the charge in the House to release the files with a bill co-sponsored with Democrat Ro Khanna. It's made Massie a target of Trump. The president criticized his recent marriage on social media. But other Republicans who pushed the bill have also been hit by attacks from Trump, including Georgia's Marjorie Taylor Greene. Greene has long been a vocal and loyal supporter of the president, but supported the Epstein bill and also broke with Republicans on health care. The president cut ties and hurled insults like wacky and lunatic at her on Truth Social. Greene says she's been getting death threats ever since.
Unfortunately, it has all come down to the Epstein files, and that is shocking. And, you know, I stand with these women. I stand with rape victims.
Even if the House votes to release the files, it's far from a done deal. The Senate would need to vote to do the same, and Republican leadership there has not committed to holding that vote.
If it passes the House, we'll see what it says. And we all want accountability and transparency. But to me, this is not about truth. It's not about justice. This is about an attempt by the Democrats to make President Trump a lame duck president.
The sponsors of the House bill, along with Marjorie Taylor Greene, are set to hold a news conference with Epstein abuse survivors ahead of an expected vote on Tuesday. Reporting in Washington,
So that's happening today. That's happening today to get the release of the Epstein files. They released the John F. Kennedy files. Bro, I can't believe this is real. We need to see the documentary behind the Epstein. But we need to find like the documentary behind it. So let's find a documentary behind this. Let's see this chat.
A federal judge has ordered the release of the identities of dozens of people mentioned in the court documents related to convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
The papers could reveal more than 150 people who were associated with Epstein.
Epstein was an operator. Even if you take the absolute minimalist view of what Epstein could have been up to, I mean, he was a crook through and through.
How many other people has this happened to? How many other stories are sitting in a vault, in an ABC News or an NBC News vault, of powerful people that they wanted to preserve their relationship with?
Get to the truth, man. Come on. Come on, let's get some sauce, chat.
On the morning of December 5th, 2010, Woody Allen was photographed here with his wife and stepdaughter, leaving the Upper East Side mansion of New York financier and at that point recently convicted pedophile Jeffrey Edward Epstein. Over a decade ago, I doubt the average American had even heard the name Jeffrey Epstein. Yet, the 57-year-old had just gotten off house arrest for soliciting a minor for prostitution and registered as a sex offender only 3 months prior to the big celebration.
Wow. Let's go back again. What he just said.
The 7-year-old had just gotten off house arrest for soliciting a minor for prostitution and registered.
Soliciting a minor for prostitution, chat? This is insane. This is insane work. I'm not gonna lie. This man need to be kept in jail. Keep this man incarcerated, chat. Keep this man incarcerated. Like, what?
As a sex.
Imagine this with your daughter or your child, bro. Like, he's a threat to society.
Offender only 3 months prior to the big celebration he was throwing for the Duke of York, and then fourth in line to the throne, Prince.
So that's you probably even staying there for that long, then.
Andrew, as journalist Alexandra Wolf reported all the way back in 2011. While several of his guests that day, which included the ABC anchor George Stephanopoulos, CBS personalities Katie Couric and Charlie Rose, and comedian Chelsea Handler, have all expressed regret for not doing more research into their host, except for Charlie Rose, who was actually pretty close to Epstein and would even meet girls through him. All of these people were convening that day in a $77 million mansion that would later be dubbed a House of Depravity by Epstein's victims. Physicist Lawrence Krauss, despite knowing exactly why Epstein had spent time in jail, told the Daily Beast in 2011, "I do not feel tarnished in any way by my relationship with Jeffrey. I feel raised by it."
Oh, what? Raised by it, chat? He said he feel raised? Bro, this man is a pedophile, chat. Lock this man up. Lock this man up. What? That he what? No way, chat. I'm not gonna lie. This is serious. This is serious, chat. This is mad serious. This is a
Everyone in
I
their
don't
dog
know
is
what
now
to tell
aware
y'all,
that Jeffrey
chat.
Epstein had connections in the highest of high places, but the specific nature of those connections has always largely been shrouded in mystery, and that may be by design. These connections include, but of course are not limited to, well-respected scientists, scholars, actors, lawyers, real estate moguls, U.S. presidents, and international leaders from all around the globe. While Prince Andrew's now infamous camaraderie with Epstein made quite the splash in British media 10 years ago,
Prince Andrew's ex-wife was given £15,000 by his American friend Jeffrey Epstein to pay off some of her debts. That friend, a convicted sex offender.
The American press stayed unusually quiet back then. This Daily Beast article was one exception, but even Wolf herself asks in it why nobody, particularly New York socialites, seemed to know or even care about what Epstein had just admitted to doing in Palm Beach.
What he admitted to doing, chat. What did he admit to?
Or even care about what Epstein had just
Jeff Epstein Palm Beach plea in a sex case. He lived in a Palm Beach waterfront mansion and kept company with his likes of President Clinton, Prince Andrew, and Donald Trump. Most investigative banker Jeffrey Epstein called Palm Beach County Jail home for the next 18 months. Epstein, 55, pleaded guilty to felony solicitation of prostitution and procuring a person under the age of 18 for prostitution. Oh my gosh. So he served 8. Oh my gosh, this man needs to be locked up. Donald Trump and Clinton was there too. They need to be locked up too, chat. He needs to be locked up, chat. After serving months in jail, he will be under house arrest for a year, and he will have a long life obligation to register as a sex offender. He must submit to an HIV test within 48 hours, with the results being provided to the victim on their parents. I'm not gonna lie, this is insane work. This is insane work, chat. 18 months? I mean, he'd be in there for like 30 years. Lock that nigga up for life.
Admitted to doing in Palm Beach. Remember, this dinner party happened 3 years after Epstein very publicly pled guilty to procuring a minor for sex, and 8 years before he would be arrested again on federal charges of human trafficking, then die under mysterious circumstances that remain the subject of
then arrested how many?
3 years after Epstein very publicly Remember, this dinner party happened 3 years after Epstein very publicly pled guilty to procuring a minor for sex, and 8 years before he would be arrested again on federal charges of human trafficking.
That's 8 years after. So like, oh my gosh, chat, this is, oh no, I'm not gonna lie, he need to go home, he need to go and be in the hole forever, no sunlight for this nigga.
Circumstances that remain the subject of intense debate today, even becoming somewhat of a running joke.
Thank you so much, James.
Yep. And remember, Epstein didn't kill himself.
Okay, got it.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Very clever.
And now, with a judge recently ordering thousands of past court documents to be unsealed, Epstein and friends are back under the spotlight of public scrutiny once again, with all the pop-based, pop-crave, poo-crave Twitter accounts teasing the news like it was a new Travis Scott album or something. For a while, you could even place bets on which celebrities might be exposed as an Epstein client.
Did you see Bet Online is letting people bet money on who will be on the Epstein list? I'm doing that right now. Wait, what? An official betting pool for it? Harvey Weinstein, easy slam dunk. Hillary, probably. Joe Biden, I think he's probably too old. Like, I don't even think he knows what planes are right now.
Which is a long way of saying that despite the man himself,
Oh, that's crazy.
the Epstein saga is anything but over. This story has fascinated and frustrated me for as long as I've been paying attention to it. And the more you dig in, the more questions seem to crop up. It's a complex tale, often mired in conspiracy and littered with political interests.
Bill Clinton. Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
My brother in Christ, you were on the plane! This video not only attempts to outline the years-long behavior Epstein and company were said to participate in, it's also about shedding light on what we still don't know, and what we may very well never know.
All we know, this man was a sex trafficker, putting kids under prostitution. Imagine this man doing it on his own island, chat. This is wild news. I'm not gonna lie. Wild news.
Everything today, since this is only one part of what will eventually be a 3-part series, but I hope it can at least be a starting point for those not as privy to the timeline of the late trafficker's reign of terror, and those who maintained correspondence with the man even after his guilt became abundantly clear. Everyone now knows the name Jeffrey Epstein, but the question I intend on answering is how it all came to this.
Tonight, more newly unsealed court documents just released involving accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein.
Tonight, the blast radius from Jeffrey Epstein's reach continues to grow.
The accuser in the case did claim that she met the former president on Epstein's private island.
Jeffrey
What?
Epstein's mansion was
Me and a former president on his island is insane. A sex trafficking island, kids underage. Oh my God, God is gonna strike us. God is gonna strike us, Chad. No cap.
of activity today amid uproar over his suicide behind bars.
Jeffrey Epstein victims recounted in sworn depositions about the many powerful and famous men they met in Jeffrey Epstein's orbit.
I don't know what to make out of these documents. I don't know how these lists were compiled. I have nothing to do with that. You know, that's not my business. What I'm concerned about is my brother's murder.
Yeah, I'm talking about Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
Yes! We're talking about the same Jeff Epstein.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I never heard.
Oh, it was a big story in the news. Huge.
Jeff
Said,
Epstein.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, with respect, if there was some news about Jeff Epstein, I would have heard.
But let's just pause for a moment here and allow today's sponsor, Ground News, to help us understand how Jeffrey Epstein, Jimmy Kimmel, and my mortal enemy as a Cowboys fan, Aaron Rodgers, all wound up in the same sentence recently.
Aaron Rodgers all ended up in it. Nah, okay, let's really pay attention, Chad, because this is insane work, bro. Because like.
The Ground News app and website gather related news articles from around the world and provide context about the source of the information for a more accurate understanding of current events. So when Aaron Rodgers suggested Jimmy Kimmel was associated with Epstein on Pat McAfee's show, you can imagine how the internet responded. But with Ground News, I can see that out of 150 articles, the majority of the coverage has come from either left or center-leaning publications. I can see all
Aaron Rodgers probably has something to do with it. I'm not gonna lie, Chad. He probably has something. I'm not gonna lie. He probably was on that island too.
For the way the media, including ESPN, tried to cancel him instead of focusing on the real criminal. But The Hill showed me a quote from Aaron saying he understands why Jimmy got so upset he threatened to sue, but he's also not stupid enough to seriously make a claim like that with zero evidence. Seeing these different angles on the same story in one place with clear markers highlighting a source's political leaning, reliability, and ownership, so I'm aware of any bias that could be affecting its reporting, is one of the most interesting features of Ground News. I feel like I can truly trust my perception of the world because I'm not getting my news from just one potentially biased source. So check it out for yourself by going to ground.news/Jobbery right now. You can even get 30% off the Vantage plan if you subscribe through my link, which is what I use, or try it for less.
This probably is good. That probably is a good platform, chat. It sounds interesting.
One of the most robust biographies of Jeffrey Epstein we have was written by his own legal defense team following his initial indictment in Palm Beach, handed over to state prosecutors in 2007 by one of Epstein's lawyers, who also made sure to attach a smug, handwritten note that read, "Enjoy some fun reading on your defendant." Obtained in 2019 by the Palm Beach Post, the generous wording of this thing should be entirely expected. I mean, it was written by his defense team after all. It glowingly recounts all the times Epstein lent a helping hand to the people around him, and includes testimonies of former girlfriends Eva Anderson and Ghislaine Maxwell. Being sure to mention that the reason Epstein has shied away from becoming a parent is because the demands of his business would not allow him the kind of time and presence needed to be a good parent. I'm sure that's what it is. To back up a little here, it also notes that Epstein was born in Coney Island, Brooklyn, New York in January 1953. Jeffrey and his younger brother Mark were raised in a middle-class environment by their two parents, Pauline, a school aide, and Seymour, a groundskeeper for the city of New York. It's always mentioned that he liked to play the piano and that he did so well academically that he was able to graduate Lafayette High School 2 years early when he was just 16, before going on to study
That's not bad. If he's doing this, why he sex trafficking? This man got caught up in the moment, the money, the drugs. I don't know what made him want to do all this if he getting all this Stanford degrees and everything, Chad. Like, that's insane work. Like, no cap.
Cooper Union for a few years. Epstein never graduated, but he did transfer to NYU, where he would also not graduate. So the natural question becomes, how did a two-time college dropout get a job teaching math at the prestigious Dalton School the same year he left NYU behind? After all, the Dalton schools produced a number of notable alumni, including Chevy Chase, Anderson Cooper, Sean Ono Lennon, and specifically while Epstein was there, Prudence Murdoch, daughter of Fox News founder Rupert Murdoch, and actress Jennifer Grey, according to NPR. The New York Times reports that the school's headmaster at the time Epstein was hired was Donald Barr, who, fun fact, is the father of William Barr, the U.S. Attorney General under Trump, who you may know for Funfords. That the school's headmaster at the time Epstein was hired was Donald Barr, who, fun fact, is the father of William Barr, the U.S. Attorney General under Trump, who you may know for being in charge of the DOJ when Epstein died in custody decades later. Which is just one of the many strange tidbits we'll see throughout this story, like the fact
Well,
that
how did he die in custody, chat? I don't even know. He probably just went missing. Like, they probably, like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is let this man walk free, chat. Like, this is insane work, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Donald Barr once wrote a book called Space Relations, about a planet ruled by oligarchs who engage in child.
In 1973, Barr published a Space Relations, a science fiction novel by a planet ruled by oligarchs who engage in child sex slavery. That's insane work. That is insane work. Donald Barr need to go burn in the fire too, Chad. He needs to go burn in the fire for what I just read right there. It's insane. That's insane work.
Sex slavery. So I'm glad that's something I know, and now so do you. As former Dalton social studies teacher Susan Simel told The Times, Barr was explicitly looking to hire teachers with less conventional backgrounds in the field. And while Epstein was about as unconventional as it got, he was barely 21 years old, had no experience in the world of education. I mean, he's a two-time dropout and would show up to school wearing fur coats and gold chains that would dangle.
Then what? I mean, then what did it say? He graduated from Stanford. I read it into a report. It said he graduated from Stanford, but he took all this NYU and all this class and dropped out. That he went to teach into Delta. Like, that's insane, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's crazy work. In the mid-1970s, a student at New York's most esteemed prep school was surprised to encounter a teacher who pushed the limit on school's strict dress code. When during the hall in a fur coat, gold chain, and an open shirt that exposed his chest. I'm not gonna lie though, Epstein was dressed into the school like a straight pimp. Merch, fur coats, gold chain, and an open shirt that exposed his chest. No, Chad, no. Man, thinking this was a fashion shoot. I'm not gonna lie.
In front of his grossly exposed hairy chest. I'm sorry for the mental image, but I think it's worth illustrating here in detail. His tenure at Dalton, though, wouldn't last long.
That's crazy.
The interim headmaster who alluded to Epstein's lack of...
Epstein was the younger teacher who didn't come up to snuff, Mr. Brandt says, though immediately he had asked to leave. Hey, what's up, Lance? What's up, Lance? What's the word, man? What's the word, Lance? Epstein teaching. He said he did not recall anyone raising concerns about Mr. Epstein's conduct with the students, but that he has heard concern about the faculty about Mr. Epstein's teaching and eventually undermined it. The teacher needs to go. Like, he do need to go. He did not graduate none, bro. Bro, let's watch K-pop Demon Hunter. No, Lance, you can't watch K-pop Demon Hunter. You know what we're on right now, Lance? We're talking about the Epstein files, bro, and how Epstein never graduated, but taught to a high Ivy League school called Dalton. You feel me? He come in school with a fur jacket, thinking he's a pimp, gold chain, open chest. hairy ass chest and shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. Hey Ray, hey Ray. Oh, this can't be Ray. You lying? This is not Ray. Ray, Asian boy, you lying? This is not Ray, chat, bro. This is not Ray, chat. Yo, what's up, Ray? I'm not gonna lie, this can't be Ray, chat. This can't be Ray, man. I think he and he said Ray, Asian boy. Yo, fake. Okay. Fake, fake. Okay, at least he admit that he's a fake Ray. At least he admit that he's a fake Ray. I'm not gonna lie, but but I'm not gonna lie. I did text Ray. I don't know what account. Guess who it is, bro? I swear, bro. This is Ray. This can't be Ray, chat. This can't be say Ray, Asian boy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If this actually is Ray, I'm gonna go fucking insane. No, it's not. It's okay. It's not Ray. It's not Ray. No fake timeout, bro. What? Wait, hold up. Hold up, chat. Hold up, chat. Okay, hold up, chat. This is insane, though. Who you is? Who you is, Ray? Who you is, Ray? Who you is? Who you is? No, no fake timeout. No, what do you mean, no fake timeout? Lance, I don't know if this is Ray, because I did text Ray, chat. I swear to God, I did text Ray. But when I looked at Instagram looking for it, chat, I couldn't find it to show the proof. But is this actually Ray? Could he guess who I am? He said, guess who I am. I think this is Ray. Bro, none his me, gang. None his me is bogus to sell. None his me, you bogus to sell. You bogus to sell. You real life did prank me. I'm not gonna lie. None his me, gang. You just fucking pranked the fuck out of. You pranked me, bro. You real life pranked me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, gang. You real life pranked me, Lance. He pranked me, Lance. That's just crazy. He's crazy, Lance. I'm not gonna lie. He just pranked me, bro. He just pranked me. I was going to do a stream ranking streamer, but my PC is total. Dang, your PC is total, bro. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy, chat. I hope your PC get better, bro. I hope your PC. I hope you get something to fix your PC, gang. I hope you get something to fix your PC. Cause that dude gotta suck. I'm not gonna lie. That dude gotta suck, chat. Lance, I can't believe though. He did prank me though. He did prank me. I did text Ray though. I did text Ray. Like no cap, chat. I'm getting in 3 months. It's long, but it's a RTX 5060. That don't sound bad. How many rims there? How many rims do you have on there? That don't sound bad. How many storage too? That did not sound bad at all. All right, let's get into the files though. I'm not gonna lie. It's a 23 GB RAM. Okay, it can hold up a lot of Windows. I'm not gonna lie. And 1 TB is a lot, chat. The 1 TB is really a lot. So that's cool too. That's crazy. It's probably 800. 800 not bad. 800 not bad. It's a lot. A PC costs a lot, bro. PCs cost a lot of money, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Effectiveness. If you ask his students what they thought about the eccentric instructor, the consensus seems to vary. Some
Might have to go soon. Got school. I bet. You can sit and watch the Epstein files, bro. You can just sit and watch, bro. I'm watching it. Watching the Epstein files. It's kind of hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie.
described him as caring and attentive, while others recall a
It's crazy. This man, Barr need to go to jail. Epstein need to stay in there for life too. He need to go into the hole. Like no cap.
Reported that he'd attend student parties where underage drinking would occur, to the point that it would become widely talked about among the school. Epstein's bizarre behavior even made it all the way up to the headmaster that replaced Barr, Gardner Dunnan, whose attorney has since told the Times he denies being aware of any concerns of Epstein's conduct. It's also worth noting that Dunham himself was later accused of sexual
Dunham
assault
Barr,
of a
what?
14-year-old. Epstein
And Dunham Barr need to go to jail. You just call him sexually assaulting a 14-year-old, probably with Epstein's prostitute girls. I'm not gonna lie, he need to go to jail too. No cap, he need to go to jail.
But he sure wasn't down on his luck, struggling to find his next gig either. Ever since the beginning, one of his few talents may have been his ability to suck up to the gaggle of powerful people in his vicinity. Robert Couturier, an interior designer who knew Epstein during the 80s, told Vanity Fair in 2021 that Epstein was a flatterer, with a woman named Leon Koppel telling the Miami Herald to give Jeff credit. He knew how to woo people, how to schmooze, and she would know her father Ace Greenberg is the one who gave Epstein a job at Bear Stearns, a now failed investment bank on Wall Street. Greenberg, Bear Stearns chairman who was reportedly introduced to Epstein.
That man's stock plummeted at the Epstein's went in there. Growth went down, child. I'm not gonna lie, that's insane work.
Bank on Wall Street. Greenberg, Bear Stearns chairman who was reportedly introduced to Epstein through Dalton, was clearly fascinated in the young teacher and saw great potential for him in the economic world despite his lack of experience in, well, anything that wasn't sniffing the farts of the most powerful people in the room.
This is the piece I'm getting. Alright, Bill, let me pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. Pull it up. Let me see for the one time. Oh, this not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad, Chad. It's not bad. Okay. You can do a lot with this. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I need to give me a PC too, Chad. I need to give me a PC too. It'd be just way easier for me. Hey, what's up, Aiden? Welcome to the live, man. Welcome to the family, man. I need to talk to you in a long time, Aiden. I need to see you in a long time. What's up, Aiden? I'm back. Oh, yes, you is back, bro. You is. Alright, see you later, not his mean. See you later, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he did prank me, bro. You being Ray. I'm not gonna lie. You always stream midnight for me. I'm not gonna lie. My bad, Aiden. I just be free. I need to stream in the morning time, huh? I need to stream in the morning time. I need to stream in the morning, not gonna lie. I need to get me a PC too. I need to get me a PC so I can just like game on so I can start gaming too. I need a PC so I can start gaming. I'm not gonna lie. Once I get me a PC, it'll be way better for me. Like no cap. Why do I only see my chat? But oh. Oh, because I'm streaming on a different platform. So I'm streaming on YouTube. I'm streaming on Twitch. I'm streaming on Kick. You know, I'm streaming on different platforms. So I'm streaming on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. That's what I'm doing right now. Just grinding, Aiden. Just grinding. Yeah, bro. It would be way easier. I can do that too if I had me a PC. I need to get me a PC, Aiden. Yeah, all chats are in one area. Yeah, it's in one area. I like it. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. When you get a PC, you can do the same thing too. Yeah, I do remember, bro. I do remember the time we played Roblox. I do, Aiden. I do remember, bro. I do remember. I have a new game to show you on it. I made it. Yeah, good new games. Oh shoot, we need to do that then. Not tonight. We can do that, Aiden. Not tonight. You need to add me on Discord. Do you have Discord? Do you have Discord, Aiden? Do you have Discord? You need to add me on the Discord. So we can do that we can do that tomorrow. We can do that tomorrow on the Discord. But right now, I'm not gonna lie, Discord can be really handy. Discord can be really handy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, dang. Dang, that's crazy. All right, Aiden, I don't know if I can't play the game, like I can't show me playing the game, but I can do it. I can see on my phone. I can look. I need to download Roblox on my phone, though. I need to download Roblox on my phone. I need to download Roblox on my phone. I'm gonna just do it for the one time, and I'm gonna do it for the one time. Yeah, I do have it on my laptop, but I can't I can't share my screen. That's the thing. I can't share my screen. Wait, wait, Aiden. I think I have an idea. I think I have an idea, chat. I think I have an idea. Not gonna lie, chat. I think I have an idea, but first, let me log into Roblox. because dang, I can't find my Roblox account username. Okay. Okay, I got into it. Now let me log into this account. Give me a second, Aiden. You have me added, right? Yeah, I got you added. Got you added. I got you added, Aiden. Hold up. All right, Aiden. I think I figured something out. Like, I think I just found the ultimate glitch code. All right, join me if you can, but stream and code because I'm on mobile. Okay. All right, chat. Hold on. I'm trying to find this code real quick. All right, chat. Give me a second. All right, chat. I might have to. I invited. I bet you invited me. I might have to end the stream on this account. Cancel. I'm gonna hop back on this stream. All right, chat. Give me a second. Everything went weird out. Everything weirded out for a second. Okay. All right, chat. Give me a second, chat. Yeah, I'm about to get in right now. I'm about to show them my screen. I bet. So, Aiden, I don't see you though. I don't see you, Aiden. I don't see Aiden. All right, bet. Fully loading up chat. All right, bet. Let him load up into the game. Dang, Aiden said I don't have permission. Restart Roblox. They said I don't have permission. They said I don't have permission. All right, chat. Okay, bet I must join. But I don't know why this acting weird. Okay. Let me see this. Let me rejoin chat. All right, bet I just refresh the screen. All right, chat, we joining up. Build an obby alone with your friend. That's crazy. We could build something though, Aiden. We could build something. I don't know what I want to build though. We could build something. What's up, Aiden? I said, what's up? All right, child. Say what's up. It's gonna be kind of weird because it's kind of lagging. But just tune in, chat. I said, this is Aiden. Aiden talking about sneak out the house at 4 a.m. Play. No, hello. This is Whip. This is raw, Aiden. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of cool. The 8NF. What did that mean? Yeah. I'm gonna get the hardest ending. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get the hardest ending, chat. He said, follow him. With the follow him, chat. And his road, it got you moving so slow. Oh my God, he teleported. I die. Okay, now I had to join up. I had to go through the whole escape room thing. Chat. I had to go through that whole thing. Okay, give me a second. Okay. He took me through a whole shortcut. Okay. Let's see if he's still there, chat. Oh my gosh, he left. Yeah. Yeah, this looks so hard, chat. Let's see what he said. This looks so hard, bro. I think I can beat it. I think I can beat this boss ending, though. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think I can beat this boss ending. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think I can beat this boss ending. You're gone to the boss. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, I noticed that like jump is not good right now. So, so let me look at this. Oh my God, this stopped it. Okay. I was close. I was close though, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I was close though, chat. I was close. I was close though, chat. No cap. No cap though, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I was close though, chat. I was close to being the boss.
I was close though, Chad.
I was
I'm not
close
gonna
to
lie.
being maybe up there. I'm like, let me you said we wanna try another game, chat. I wish I can try another game. This is why I need to get me a PC. Where do you go? Crazy. Okay, this is a crazy way to leave. That was a crazy way to leave, though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, chat. Where do you go? I don't even know where you went. Oh, he's right here. And then we're gonna try the fly option. That was fun. Not gonna lie, that was low-key kind of fun. Just flip you out. If chat, I need to I probably need to get back into the video. Really up for that long, chat. No, I do not remember that. No, I told Aiden I would be back tomorrow, and I need to try to figure something how to stream this. Aiden, you need to get Discord. When you get Discord, you can text me. All right, chat. Let's get back into the video though.
I find odd is that Epstein miraculously kept finding himself in these highly desirable job positions when he was less than qualified to fulfill them. He was a lackluster candidate at best.
He had those connections. Epstein had those connections to get into those for people to get into these high state jobs. I'm not gonna lie, because that's crazy to me, chat.
Still, for some reason,
Especially being and definitely pleading guilty to that sex charge in Florida for having a prostitute that was under 18. Bro, my God, chat. This man need to go to jail. Barnes need to go to jail too.
Would have been getting paid, in fact.
What did I say?
Extraordinarily.
Well, we never know why Liam Black paid Jeffrey Epstein $158 million. We could got some blackmail. Blacks has said Epstein gave him tax and estate planning advice for which he paid $158 million from 2012 to 2018, according to the audit, far above what those surveys are typically worth. That's crazy.
Paid, in fact, begging the question, what exactly made Epstein so uniquely appealing to these people? I mean, they could have hired anyone in the world to do a better job for a way lower rate. It doesn't make sense. But Black and Greenberg weren't the only fans of the underqualified 20-something. Even the future CEO of Bear Stearns, James Kane, was happy to take Epstein under his wing during his time at the firm, as Time magazine reported that Epstein worked his way up from a lowly
He joined Bear Stearns in 1976 as a lowly junior assistant to a floor trader in a slip ride trading option. He made partner 4 years later, and former chief executive officer Jimmy Kane praising his skills. He left in 1981 to set up J. Epstein Co., but one bank executive said he remained close to Kane and Greensburg and was a client until Bearburn demise.
Senior assistant to a floor trader before becoming a limited partner in 1980. The same year, Cosmopolitan crowned him Bachelor of the Month. With this little magazine snippet, they claimed the 27th
Bachelor of the Month. This man not no bachelor. He's a rapist. This man needs to be locked up in jail. Federal strategist Jeffrey Epstein talked Epstein, 27, talked only to people who make over $1 million a year. Nigga, what? Only talk to people who make $1 million over a year? Like, coming from a rapist, sex offender, bro? Like, what?
Over $1 million a year. If you're a cute Texas girl, write this New York dynamo at 55 Water Street. All I can hope now is that no Texas girl actually did that. He left the next year to start
Nah, I believe they probably did.
Stearns until their collapse in 2008, around the time Epstein was experiencing somewhat of a collapse of his own. But don't worry, he still have plenty of ways to move massive hordes of money around all the way up until his death. But let's just put all of that to the side for a second. First, talk about when the money around all the way up.
JP Morgan allegedly processed over than $1 billion for Epstein over 16 years. That's crazy.
Until his death. But let's just put all of that to the side for a second. First, talk about one of Epstein's more lucrative connections he made up until this point. A peculiar little character by the name of Les Wexner, whose real-time net worth hovers around a humble $6 billion, is
Les
the
Wexner,
founder of a
$6
global
billion.
retailing empire, launching the clothing company The Limited all the way back in 1963.
That's crazy.
A series of business acquisitions that allowed his influence to expand exponentially over the following decades. He acquired Victoria's Secret in 1982, Abercrombie & Fitch in 1988, Bath & Body Works in 1990.
Dang.
And by 2003, Fortune magazine considered Limited Brands the most admired specialty retailer in the world. And at that point in time, Wexner's financial manager was none other than Jeffrey Epstein.
His
Wow.
Columbus native Wexner have been brought into the national spotlight.
The genesis of Epstein and Wexner's decades-long close friendship is somewhat of a debate due in part to how murky Epstein's life became after leaving Bear Stearns, but also thanks to Epstein's conflicting answers as to which year the two buddies officially met. First, bragging about the investment advice.
Let me see this chat. Let's say
Answer he gave to Wexner in 1986.
there's a Netherlander Tuberov were growing very Epstein. He became increasingly involved in Leslie Wexner, whom he met through insurance executive Robert Nestor. And his late wife Epstein had told people that he met Wexner in 1986 in Palm Beach. This same Palm Beach where he was plead guilty and become a sex offender because he had a prostitute in his house with Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Oh my gosh, chat, this is insane work. Okay. And he won the confidence by persuading him not to invest in the stock market. Just as 1987 crash was approaching, his story was succinctly changed when asked if Wexner knew about his connection to Huffenberg. Epstein said he began working for Wexner in 1986. And that it was certainly not the same time.
To seemingly backtrack and say he didn't begin advising him until 1989, actually. Regardless, Wexner didn't shy away from describing to Vanity Fair just how close the two were, calling Epstein very smart with a combination of excellent judgment and unusually high standards. Whatever that means. But then again, this was his, quote, most loyal friend, at least in 2003. And I know you may be wondering, hey, this was years before Jeffrey Epstein got publicly exposed as a serial sex trafficker. So is it really that fair to criticize the guy if he didn't know Epstein was bad until at least 2008? And I might agree with that. If Wexner hadn't been so personally involved with the man to the point where Epstein reportedly told a friend that Wexner knows everything about me. He knows every experience I've had. With Vanity Fair also noting that Wexner was warned hundreds of times by Robert.
In September 1970, Wexner celebrated his 60th birthday with a dinner in Ohio State Minister. He used the occasion to once again tell Wexner how untrustworthy Epstein was. My wife and I told him Abigail 100 times to stay away from Epstein. This man, Wexner, did not stay away from Epstein. You know why? Because he already had something against this man. Minister in the front of guests included former Senator Joe Lieberman and real estate developer Marshall Rose. Minister had begged Wexner to sever ties with Epstein. Les wouldn't listen. Minister said it It was the last time Webster visited
Meister, who
Wexner
originally
home.
introduced the two men to
Dang.
drop Epstein after learning about his sexual proclivities before 2008. But it
You're
wasn't just
right.
Meister sounding the alarm bells. Harold Levin and Jerry Merritt, who both worked for Wexner, told Vanity Fair they too warned their boss of Epstein's shadiness. Yet, despite it all, to this day, Wexner denies knowing anything about his former best friend's criminal behavior, telling employees he was never aware of the illegal activity and would never have guessed that a person I employed more than a decade ago could have caused such pain to so many people, even though he would have known exactly that. In fact,
Yeah,
I
he
find it
he
basically
definitely
impossible
did know that, chat. I'm not gonna lie, he definitely did know that.
for Wexner to not know that his, quote, most loyal friend had been going around and lying to women about his relationship with Victoria's Secret by falsely labeling himself a modeling recruiter, according to one police report, which also included the claim that Epstein had groped model Alicia Arden in 1997. And that's not to mention when a year prior, an artist named Maria Farmer reached out to authorities claiming Epstein had assaulted her while working on Wexner's Ohio property. She filed a police report, but somehow Wexner never caught wind of any of that, I guess, and didn't cut ties until 18 months after charges were brought against Epstein in Palm Beach. In fact, Epstein not only remained Wexner's power of attorney for almost 2 decades, he also served as a trustee on the board of the Wexner Foundation, oversaw the construction of his super yacht, and even drafted a prenup for Wexner and his wife. And if that wasn't enough, Wexner would reportedly sell Epstein a Boeing 727 for $10 million in 2000. And also allow Epstein to take
That's
possession of
crazy.
his multi-million-dollar Upper East Side mansion for the low price of free, which is
What? That's
a long way of
crazy.
saying that there's a special place in the afterlife for Mr. Wexner. While we're on the subject, one of the greatest mysteries surrounding Jeffrey Epstein to this day is where he acquired the massive fortune he used to bankroll his decades of international criminal activity. He's usually referred to in the news as a billionaire, but we really
From private islands to private jets, what a billion Jeffrey Epstein net
don't
worth.
know how much money he exactly had at his peak. Prosecutors in 2019 estimated he had a net worth of at least $500 million, but the fact that we have no definitive explanation for where any of that really came from should infuriate
Yeah, I'm not
everyone
gonna.
watching this. Now,
Hell
what's most
yeah.
commonly
That
speculated
nigga
is
got it from sex trafficking, that island. He got it from his investment to a Wexler and these other companies too, but I'm not gonna lie, this is shady as hell, chat. This shit is shady as hell. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. This is mad shady. Like, no cap. I don't know what these people was doing. Messing with this man. What they was doing, messing with this man, chat. What they was doing. I don't even know, chat, but damn.
be in part responsible for the digits in Epstein's bank account. After all, he did claim Epstein misappropriated vast sums of money from him and his family only after his
Retail building behind Victoria's Secret said Jeffrey Epstein and Mr. Proby vast some money from him. He used to work in the Larry Foundation amount with at least 46 million. So it took 46 million from you and was your best friend still, like, till his death. Oh, come on, guys. I don't even know what's going on,
loyal
chat.
friend's arrest, of course. But even if Epstein ripped off one of Wexner's charities for a quick and easy $46 million, that would barely
That's
account for
crazy.
the rest of his gargantuan wealth. So naturally, people are kind of forced to just guess. Some of the current acting theories have to do with blackmail, which we will explore in part
Yeah,
2,
definitely
money
blackmail.
laundering, and his possible connection to one of the largest Ponzi schemes in American history. See, there's a little gap in the resume we've discussed so far. After working for Bear Stearns and before becoming Les Wexner's appointed hatchet man, Epstein began his own consulting firm, working as a bounty hunter in his own words to help clients recover stolen money, which further brought him into contact with some very rich individuals, claiming he wouldn't do business with anyone not a billionaire, even brushing elbows with members of international governments, as Vanity Fair wrote in that 2003 article. Maybe this is why law enforcement discovered a mysterious passport after a raid on his home in 2019, which exhibited Epstein's image next to a fake name and a noted place of residence
The questionable travel document was found inside a safe along with 70,000 in cash and 48 loose diamonds in New York City, a home of wealthy financier and accused sex trafficker. His container for the Epstein with different name and listed his place of residence in Saudi Arabia, according to prosecutors. I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy
Saudi
too.
Arabia. I promise we'll get to the Ponzi scheme thing in a
Look at
second.
this.
Okay, we're almost there.
Oh my gosh,
Time said he
chat.
needed this.
The passport found personally protected in the event of travel to dangerous area only to be present to potential kidnappers, hijack, or terrorists. So violent episode occurred. His lawyer wrote in court paper Tuesday saying Epstein, Jewish faith, and ample finance made a target in the Middle East. Right. So what are you doing down there?
Person traveling regularly to the Middle East. Why was he going to the Middle East?
Literally, why?
One of Epstein's clients at this time was identified by journalist Vicky Ward as Adnan Khashoggi, who, among other things, was a middleman in the Iran-Contra scandal who helped smuggle cash for the Marcos family out of the Philippines. During his travels overseas is where Epstein was reportedly introduced by alleged arms dealer Douglas Leese, known for his involvement in a multi-billion-dollar weapons
Hoffenberg claimed that Lease was armed deal. Lease's son Julian said this is not true, but the UK permanently recorded doesn't mention Lease is an investment of the El Waman armed deal of the early 1980s. That's crazy.
Businessman and future convicted fraudster Stephen Hoffenberg. Hoffenberg, over the next several decades, would spend 18 years behind bars for his involvement in a $475 million financial scheme that he now says Epstein masterminded. Okay, see, I told you about the Ponzi scheme thing eventually. It just took a minute, but
that's crazy, not gonna lie.
Hoffenberg told NPR in 2019 that he considered Epstein to be brilliant, extraordinarily gifted and talented, and convincing people to buy from him. And also, he was a criminal mastermind, by the way. The criminal enterprise that Hoffenberg is describing rather openly here went by the pretty uncreative name of Towers Financial. Hoffenberg and his self-described best friend, Epstein, who worked as a paid consultant through the 80s and 90s, ran a team of people on Wall Street, investment people that raised these $1 billion illegally, as Hoffenberg told CBS News, feeling the need to emphasize he was my guy, my wingman, which is personally not a term I would use to describe Jeffrey Epstein in any circumstance, but over the course of 5 years, prosecutors allege the company raised 9 figures, almost $500 million of investors' money by selling them fake bonds. They'd then use the money to repay earlier investors while pocketing the difference. A classic Ponzi that you may be shocked to hear lasted as long as it did, but keep in mind, this was a pre-Bernie Madoff era, so a financial fraud of this scale was almost unheard of in the early 90s. The strangest part of it all, however, is that despite multiple parties being so able to recall Epstein as a prominent component of the Ponzi scheme, Epstein himself was never charged alongside his buddy Stephen Hoffenberg, who pled guilty to 5 criminal charges in 1995. As Terrence Corrigan, a lawyer representing over 2,800 people defrauded by Towers, told CBS, as I understood, Epstein was sort of a senior VP. If he was not the number.
Some of those who either investigated the suit Towers Financial 2 decades ago recall Epstein was being involved with the company. Should I understand he was sort of the senior VP? If he was not the number 2 guy, he was certainly the number 2 or 3 person in the firm. And Terrence Corrigan, a lawyer committee tasked getting back money, esteemed 2,800 invested in the scam. I know this saw organization charts, yes, Epstein was on him. So this makes me think this man just started the whole depression. This man started the Great Depression. If you think about all these schemes this man did, this Epstein started the Great Depression, Chad. Epstein definitely started the Great Depression. I don't even know. I don't care what y'all say. He started the Great Depression.
2 or number 3 person at the firm. I know we saw organization charts, and yes, Epstein's name was on them, with another attorney, one representing Towers Financial, reinforcing Corrigan's memory. Epstein was a consultant at Towers Financial. I met him there, and I drafted a consulting agreement as I was an attorney at the company. I remember him. Epstein was even mentioned in a lawsuit against the company filed by the Illinois Department of Insurance, who, now you're probably wondering, why was Illinois involved? Well, they claimed Towers had carried out an illegal transfer that violated Illinois law. As you can see here, Epstein's name appears in their documents multiple times, yet for whatever reason, Epstein never once appeared as a defendant in the 1993 federal case against Hoffenberg. Although Hoffenberg's testimony to the grand jury included mention of Epstein being the mastermind behind the whole thing, as reported by Julie K. Brown, Epstein was nonetheless dropped from the case for reasons that are still unknown today.
That's crazy.
While Hoffenberg was awaiting a jail sentence, Epstein was busy frolicking around the White House and schmoozing power brokers at dinners and events like the White House Historical Association fundraiser in 1993, which included such beautiful guests as Clark Clifford, a man responsible for establishing BCCI in the United States. BCCI, which we definitely don't have enough time to dive into here, was an international bank used to transfer dark money between international governments later found to be involved in a litany of shady activity ranging from money laundering to illegal weapons sales to human trafficking. Clifford himself had charges brought against him that would be dropped not because prosecutors thought he was innocent all of a sudden, but because of Clifford's poor health the same year that he attended this fundraiser with Epstein. Frankly, the idea that a man accused of helping to facilitate one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in American history could avoid prosecution and immediately pal around with some of the wealthiest and most powerful people in the country at an exclusive White House fundraiser is enough to turn anyone into a conspiracy theorist. Other than that 2003 Vanity Fair puff piece and a glowing profile in New York Magazine that we will get to in a bit, Epstein had lived much of his life in the shadows since the early 80s, making it all the more tricky for investigators and journalists to track his elusive movements. A lot of the insight we now know is thanks to Miami Herald journalist Julie K. Brown, who presents an extremely comprehensive timeline of events in her excellent book Perversion of Justice, which I read in preparation for this video and would recommend to anyone looking to learn more about the Epstein story. Brown, who has covered the story extensively for years now, writes that the earliest instances of Epstein's sex crimes against minors date back to the mid-90s, when, at a Michigan summer camp in 1994, he and his then-girlfriend Ghislaine approached a 13-year-old child. According to the Daily Mail article Brown cites here, the anonymous girl's mother says she looked even younger than she was. Then, years later, when Ghislaine's trial was underway in 2021, one of the lawyers representing the now convicted trafficker wrote this young victim's story off as the result of her own conduct, and that the girl had voluntarily or negligently assumed a known risk, consenting to the abuse. A 13-year-old. That is—
Hell nah. Bro, Epstein has something because, like, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That was crazy. He already pleaded guilty for having a girl in Miami in his condo underage with Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, and next you know, 10 years later they coming up with these charges, and suddenly with this man with a 13-year-old girl, he's free, he's innocent, he didn't do anything. There's no repeat patterns. Man, in the biggest Ponzi schemes of all times. This is a man that's not under the telescope. Oh hell no,
and
Chad.
Ghislaine have consistently thought of the hundreds of girls who were systematically trafficked throughout their childhood. So just keep that in mind as we move forward here and discuss Epstein's track record of abuse across the United States. Some of it taking place in New York, some at his New Mexico baby farm, as he called it, and of course a lot of it occurring at the Palm Beach mansion he bought in 1990. To understand Epstein's years-long pattern of abuse, we have to establish the
Crazy.
location of this 14,000 square foot monstrosity. Unfortunately, the neighborhood that housed Epstein's $44 million oceanfront property was only a short drive away from a much less privileged area of Palm Beach, Florida. Testimony from even more victims prove he explicitly sought out girls from broken families, girls who were either homeless or on the verge of homelessness, those who came from tragic backgrounds wrought by addiction.
Oh my God, and he even doing the work, so he just giving them everything they little need, addiction, bro, verge on homelessness, bro. Like he just powered them in. He just starting with the low top tiers, then leveling his way up in this sex trafficking world, bro. Like, nah, bro. That's insane. That's insane. I don't know, it is totally insane to me, chat. Like literally no cap. This man needs to go to jail. Lock this man up.
Suicide and abuse already. Girls who lived in trailer homes and were in and out of foster homes. Girls who Epstein knew would not be taken seriously by the legal system. A prediction that his infamous plea agreement years later would ultimately prove right. And just a fair warning, a lot of this video from here on out will be discussing what victims experienced at the hands of Epstein and his associates. So if that's something you're unable to listen to, I completely understand and just wanted to make it very clear before we get into any of the details. Throughout the mid-90s to the early noughts, Epstein would employ several tactics to prey on girls who primarily attended Palm Beach Gardens High School, Lake Worth Middle School, and Royal Palm Beach High, which the Palm Beach
This is
Post named
crazy,
Ground
Chad. This
Zero
is
of
insane.
Epstein's
This is
operation.
crazy.
One of those girls was Michelle Licata, who was just 16 years old when she was approached by a friend at school in the days leading up to Christmas, 2004. Michelle, who recalled to ABC working at a supermarket and being strapped for cash at the time, was looking to earn some money in order to buy her family gifts for the holidays. According to her friend, all Michelle needed to do was massage an old guy and she'd get $200. This made Michelle curious, and because she was led to believe the massage would take place in a professional environment similar to the spas she had seen in the past, she obliged. It was only on the drive there that Michelle realized they weren't going to a professional facility. They were going to a house. And after finally arriving outside a sprawling mansion in a neighborhood she had never seen before, her friend hastily remarked that the man who lived inside might ask her to undress during the massage. Before she knew it, Michelle was whisked inside and led upstairs by several other women she had never met to a cold and dark bathroom where she was forced to encounter Jeffrey Epstein, lying face down on the massage table talking on the phone. In that moment, Michelle was lost, confused, and left all alone with a man old enough to be her father. She then goes
I'll
on
be
to recount how
confused too. I
Epstein
don't know who
molested
you
her,
hanging
claiming
out
that his
with.
face was enough to terrify her for the rest of her life. After the incident was over, Epstein paid her $200 and asked her to deliver another $100 bill to the friend who had brought her there. She got back in the car and told her friend what had happened, to which the friend responded, "Oh, that's okay. He tried to do that with my other friend too," as Michelle told Brown. Interestingly though, as Michelle told ABC, there were in fact other adults present at the estate. Gardeners, butlers, housekeepers, etc. It's just that they did nothing, as if they were used to seeing such girls come and go all the time. And as everyone knows now, that was the case. He did this frequently.
Okay, chat. I'm about to pause it right here. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow and have something to do and take this day by day, bro. Cause it's hard streaming every day, chat. I'm not gonna lie. But nah, though, that was crazy, though. That was insane work. This means Jeffrey Epstein need to go to jail, chat. That man need to go to jail. So lock this man up. But I'm gonna head out, chat. Tune in if it was, and prosperity, and I don't know, chat, but we're gonna get through this. But we out. Peace, chat.